So guys, ZiSotto here, and today we're taking a look back at 2018, specifically my videos throughout the year and things that have been going on. Apologies in advance for some poor audio quality in parts. My neighbors were already blasting music for New Year's, so yay for that. Also, there were some lag issues, so yeah, disregard all that please. And also, I might do something like that for older videos soon because I thought it was actually kind of fun. The first part of the video is kind of looking back at my last year's review and see how much of that was actually true or not true or turned out differently. And the second part is then about the videos throughout the year.
Hello,
General Kenobi.
Today we're doing something a little bit different. You'll actually see my face for once.
That won't happen this year at all.
Today we're doing a little bit of year in review and also some more or less big announcements. So as most of you will already know, I'm going to HRX very, very soon. Maybe you're going as well, if you are.
And that's probably why I made this video this way, so people could recognize me. And also, I'm not going to HRX this year because HRX already happened, so we don't have to do that.
And I want to talk about the best gods of 2017 in each role.
That's ironic because this year we had so few releases in comparison that I don't think that's actually worth it. We could look at the gods though that came out this year. That would be something.
Except for Assassins, because Daji was the only Assassin release. So that would be a bit simple. Gonna talk a little bit about,
Little did I know that this year it would only be Pele as well.
I will definitely be looking to make a lot more Smite content for the new season. All the guides have to be updated for the new season. We'll get new items, I'm pretty sure, so we'll have to go over all the new items, new stats for that. New conquest guides in every form for
Check.
every role, and this
No check.
year I'm definitely gonna make it for every role, different from
Lies.
last year where I was slacking with that. So
I was again slacking a lot. Even more than last year. I'm sorry. Maybe next year.
gonna happen 100% certainly this time. I
100% what?
don't want to miss out on any of those because in the end it all comes back to us as well. It benefits me personally when people in my games
Well then make them.
know what they're supposed to do, so definitely doing that this time. I might do some
Stop lying. Just stop. Please.
more ranked this year. Last year I was just, last year I was not very motivated to make ranked like gameplay. I didn't want to play ranked much. I just
That didn't change either. Ranked is still crappy. And I still don't want to do it, and it's even worth less now, and it's gonna be worse next season with everyone moving to NA, so yeah, no.
I had it with the map and the ranked system, and we'll see what changes come to that system next year, but hopefully some good ones. And I feel like I might
I guess we actually had some good changes, but not good enough to play ranked for me personally.
have motivation to play some more ranked again after not playing it really for ages, pretty much since season 2. And then there are also other games. I've been playing a lot more Battle Rate lately. I want to probably
Rip basically everything about that game. I don't even know if it still has a player base. Battle Royale was a fun thing to revive it for a little bit, but really, it's on its way out.
make some content for that. I've been thinking about doing some IRL games, probably some VR chat if that works out, if I can get the equipment.
I wanted to do that, but it was actually too expensive in the end. I probably would have done it otherwise. VR chat was fun, and there's a few fun VR titles that would really make for interesting content, but I just didn't want to spend like, whatever. At the time, I think it must have been 500 plus for that.
And then maybe go back to World of Warcraft a little bit with the next expansion, because I'm kind of...
No, that is also a plan I have every single year that never happens. But let's see if that changes with World of Warcraft Classic. I'm pretty sure I'm going to play that at least for a little bit. I want to try it out, just get the nostalgia and all that, and maybe I'll keep playing it.
Looking forward to the vanilla version that's coming out.
Yeah, that's coming this year now. Rip.
Might get a bit more into World of Warcraft beforehand. So a lot of things that I'm planning on doing, trying out, seeing how it goes. And also hoping to throw in some more funny stuff and maybe some more, not real life stuff, but rather, scenes with people with faces. I have some ideas. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Also, nothing I really got around to, but that was more due to the circumstance. I just didn't have the tools, the place, and everything for it. That may change next year. I'm not making any promises, but that may change next year after I moved again, or this year now, basically. This should make things a lot easier in that regard, but we'll see.
Anything yet, but We'll see.
I like how I said we'll see last year and I say we'll see it this year. So yeah, that's how it is.
And it made it hard to keep the upload schedule that I usually had, where I uploaded early in the evening. I'm trying to slowly get back to that. Now that everything's a little more sorted out, a little more settled, we can...
Early in the evening. Yeah, we totally got back there with the 3 a.m. uploads. Also, look at this item, by the way.
Now, at the moment, I'm kind of stuck just playing on high-res TV because I don't have time outside of that to even stream on my own channel. I will...
Yeah, guess who stopped streaming on their own channel at the same time?
My channel should hopefully grow a little more if people come back to Smite. So the goals that I maybe didn't achieve last year are gone.
If people come back to Smite. Yeah, I'm not sure if that happened. It's maybe more of a new people came in, but definitely not that many people coming back.
I hope you guys had a good ending to 2017. We actually spent it looking at fireworks outside. That was pretty cool. Nothing too crazy, but you know, just chilling before HRX. Not really much time to go all out, go all crazy when you have a flight 2 days later in the morning.
Yeah, this time we're kind of doing the same. The difference is that there's no HRX, but I have better excuses, like my bachelor thesis, like moving out soon. So yeah, it's gonna be stressful enough.
I don't really have a New Year's resolution this year, other than that I want to gain more weight. That's been working out pretty well so far.
Hey, that actually worked. I actually did that. Lost some in between because I always lose weight on HRX, but at least, you know, the resolution that I didn't make still worked out. Nice. This video, which was the first one that was branching out in a while, that was actually really successful.
Today we're talking about Sea of Thieves. Now for those of you here for Smite, don't worry, Smite will continue tomorrow. I have a special going on tomorrow, so that's not going away. But
so it definitely didn't go away, but Sea of Thieves unfortunately didn't last. I had quite a few videos that were really blowing up and are to this day some of my most viewed videos, but Sea of Thieves just kind of didn't really deliver too much after the initial phase of fun with it. In the long run, it actually turned out to be a pretty nice game, and that's something that is worth talking about here as well. By now, I think Sea of Thieves is something that's worth looking at again, and I will do that in the future. But at the time, it just was a quick hype and then kind of died down from there. But anyways, it was pretty cool for my channel to see that I can grow in other games as well, and that there's interest for that. And despite this video actually picking up a lot of views way later after these information details all were like long confirmed, and many people come in like, we already knew that, and I was just like, yeah, because you're watching this a month later. It was still kind of cool to see how that went, and that was the case for a lot of Sea of Thieves videos.
The next god, Chernobog, the first Slavic god and a hunter.
A video like this that just showed a few things about the design, about how he's gonna work and how his abilities are going to work. Completely. Still one of my biggest videos to this day, and I'm not quite sure why. To me, Chernobog was a cool god, but by far not the coolest god we could have gotten. But I guess maybe the new Pantheon, which was something more unique at the time or something, may have pushed him more. Whereas other gods later didn't get quite that much attention. Another video where I branched out a little bit, which got way more attention later down the road, was this one.
Today we're talking about various tips for Darwin project that will make you better at the game. There should be something in here for everyone. It's partially my own experience as well as tips that I've collected, for example, from Reddit, etc., just to put them all together in one collection.
And that collection really picked up over time. It always is surprising to me when a video starts out and, you know, most of you guys that are watching this probably didn't really care too much about it because it wasn't the game you're playing, but people keep looking for it and keep finding it, and that is how I guess this video got more and more views. Unfortunately, Darwin Project is also a game that never really blew up and never really got its right footing compared to many other bigger titles from bigger developers, which obviously is part of the whole situation with smaller games trying to find any place to fit in. But I think it's especially unfortunate with Darwin Project because that game was really fun and at the same time very skill-based. And I think the entry barriers were a little bit too high for some players to really get into it. But once you get past those, it was just super cool. Then there was this gem, which I recently made a follow-up to.
Is Smite dying? Pretty loaded question that has been asked over the past few months quite a few times. I've seen it in my comment section here and there. I've had people asking me to address it.
And I addressed it and tried to answer it. At the time, it looked more like Smite was kind of slowly declining, but then recently we got new information. If you haven't checked that out yet, The video will be linked right here. It was a very recent one where I talked a little bit more about what I've learned since and what statistics are available now. Very interesting topic for me still, something that's always, going on, seeing where the game goes, what happens in the future. But yeah. Thieves actually came up with the idea to look at some Reddit game-related stuff and make a video out of that.
Let's pretend violent video games teach you to use a gun to kill people. What other skills have you inconspicuously picked up playing video games?
Inventory anxiety.
I hate that so much. Oh. It's actually the worst. Loot all corpses I come across.
Let's go for it! Gloves!
Check!
Hats!
Check!
Underwear!
Check!
Around June, we had the worst nightmare for every high-risk fan, at least.
Today we're talking about a game with a name that rolls as easily off the tongue as your grandma's soft-boiled potatoes. Realm Royale.
Not only the name was a bit weird, but also how that game was handled, and what we learned later was that it wouldn't really last. Being one of the most played games on Steam in that year with concurrent players, it didn't really end up anywhere in terms of how many players it has now. The problem with that game, in my opinion, was that it blew up too quick for its own good, and Hi-Res liked to experiment, but the game already had too much attention, and the players coming in didn't like those experiments because they're not used to that from the gaming scene, and that was it for Realm Royale, basically. It could have been very fun, and maybe one day it'll be a game that's worth considering again, but a really sad story because at the time, it would have been very enjoyable. At the same time, as a content creator, I gotta say, it was a bit rough to see that getting into a new game by Hi-Res seemed super hard due to the fact that all the streamers had hyped it up so much that everyone was playing it and everyone was making content for it. It's kind of sitting there like, whoa, I've been here all along, and it doesn't even matter. I'm just getting overwhelmed by people with millions of subs. But lesson learned, and at the end, I had fun with that game anyways. As long as it lasted. Today we are talking about my top 5 favorite things that I'm looking forward to in Fallout 76. Now, not all of it worked out that well, if I may say so. I think we can safely say that Fallout 76 did not work out as planned in many regards. I still enjoy the game a lot, but both reception-wise as well as content creation-wise, it's just not ideal. Unfortunately, I really would have liked to play that game more and make content. Like this, I can just play the game when I can find time for it. It was another very cool video in my opinion. I made a long interview, so to speak, with Alpha Jackal and Slaney regarding how to coach. Didn't get that much attention from most, but those who watched and who were interested in that topic gave really positive feedback, so I'm happy with that and I hope they are too. I'm not sure how much they were expecting out of it. But I enjoyed doing it, so I think that's what mattered most at the end. And if it helped just a few people, that'd be really cool. And then there was this video, which was an absolute surprise to me. This was purely a passion project, purely because I thought, hey, this thing is actually really cool and I want to make a video on this and I'm, playing this game or will play this game. So yeah, smash! Today we are talking about Switch controllers. Why do we do that? Because I feel like it. We're still gonna talk about Smite later. That was literally the reason, because I feel like it. And I was actually planning to make a video on the same day on something else as well. Turns out this video alone got way more attention than any other video I've made around the time. And yeah, it was just me talking about different controllers, different options for the Switch, for Smash specifically. And it was before Smash came out, and apparently a lot of people wanted to see what options there are, and that's how it went. So that was pretty cool and pretty surprising, considering I wasn't originally even sure if I was going to be able to go into Smash at all. And that is it for my look back. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making this video. If you're new to the channel, feel free to sub with the bell, it really helps me out. And other than that, see you for the next one tomorrow, which won't be a look back. DukeSloth, out.